So what is cathode rays? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me what is cathode ray, or what cathode ray, or how you will define an cathode ray? So what is or cathode rays? I am asking a question.
Electron beam.
Or what will be? Yes, tell me. Or what is cathode rays? Someone was trying to tell the answer. Please go ahead and tell the answer.
A
Electron
beam
beam.
of electrons.
Beam of electrons. It is a bunch of electrons. So what will be the potential, or what will be the potential of cathode rays? Or what will be the polarity of the cathode rays? See whether my voice is clear or whether it is like disturbed. Excuse me.
Your voice is clear, sir.
Okay. No. My broadband is not connecting, and it is having some problem for the past 3 days. So it is connecting for 1 or 2 hours, and after that it is not connecting. So I have connected my mobile. So I don't, after a long time I'm connecting my mobile for classes. So I want to know whether it is clear. Okay, no problem. So cathode rays is nothing but beam of electrons. So beam of electrons or electrons will have what potential? It will be having a negative potential. So if you apply a negative potential or negative voltage near the cathode rays, what will happen? It will deflect. It will not pass in a straight line. What will happen if I apply a negative voltage at this point? What will happen? Negative negative will scatter, or it will reflect like this, or it will ripple like this. Okay, so so cathode oscilloscope or cathode ray is an electrical instrument, or you can call it as electronic instrument, which is used for showing the measurement electronic and electrical phenomena. So a fun and simple function, you can measure sine wave, cosine wave, triangular. Uh, uh, CROs can perform some, and it can even calculate the power or power using advanced or latest CROs. But latest CROs is not using technology like which we use for now we are having OLEDs and LEDs, in the time of TV till now, or at least you would have had this TV in your earlier days. Can you please tell me what before the and LEDs you are having
So
the
your voice is breaking in between.
on? Yeah, it's breaking. I can understand. One second, please give me a time. Hello. I think now it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Now my broadband has restored, so I removed the hotspot. Okay, fine. So earlier, before the advancement of LCDs and LEDs, what type of TV you are using? Or what was the size of the TV? Or what was the shape of the TV? Any idea? Now it is like flat rectangular slab like TV. Earlier, can you tell me what was the shape or what was the type of the TV?
So like block.
Like
Block the
bulky,
cube.
bulky, block or bulky. So what was the if you peep into that backside of that TV, you can see like an like small fire like light blowing. What is that? Or backside of the TV will have a bigger tube. The tube will be prolonged to the screen. So what is that setup called as? So I am discussing something very fundamental. I am not discuss. I haven't entered into the topic yet. So I am just recollecting what you know about CRO or CRT. So what is CRO and CRT? CRO is cathode ray oscilloscope. So what is CRT? Any idea?
Cathode ray tube.
Cathode ray tube. So in older CRO will have an CRT. So in older TVs, what was the technology? It will be having a cathode ray tubes. That backside I told like an fire like tube like that is cathode ray tube. So when you apply a high voltage, what will happen? It will eject a beam of electron or cathode rays, and depending upon the applied signal, that will be converted into colors, different colors, red, yellow, blue, primary colors, and it will be converted into secondary colors. Okay, so now I will move into the structure. So the structure is not like an exact circuit. This is not actually called as a circuit diagram. It is in block diagram. So block diagram means it will have in blocks. Okay, so you can classify that into two different part. One is input signal which you are going to measure. So I want to measure a sine wave. This wave I want to measure, and another supply is for the working of different circuits. So different amplifiers are there. So different amplifier will require power supplies. For that, you will have a low voltage supply because they are electronic components and it will require low voltage. And what is this high voltage supply? Can anyone tell what is the or where you will apply, or what is the need of the high voltage supply in this case? What is the need of high voltage in this case, ma? You told cathode rays are there, beam of electrons are there. How will you form, or how the cathode rays are produced? You are in physics you would have studied this. There will be an electrode, and if you apply a high voltage to that electrode, it will emit an beam of electrons. That beam of electrons is known as cathode rays, and there are some properties. If you pass an negative voltage to that, it will deflect, and if you keep an screen, it will penetrate that screen and it will go like that. You have studied properties. So what is the requirement of high voltage now? Now at least tell me. Now at least tell me what is the requirement of that high voltage. See, it is to produce the, or it is used to heat the cathode, and it will emit the electrons. So low voltage supply is to operate the different electronic circuits available, a vertical amplifier, horizontal amplifier, trigger circuit, etc. And high voltage supply is to heat the cathode and emit the electrons. And input signal is the signal that which you have to measure, or which you have to produce in the output screen. So these are the different parts of an CRO: vertical amplifier, delay line, trigger circuit, time based generator, horizontal amplifier and CRT. Of course, CRT is the part where electrons or cathode rays are emitted. So we'll come to the vertical amplifier, delay line, time-based generator, trigger circuit, horizontal amplifier, and what is this? Horizontal deflection plate and vertical deflection plate. So this is horizontal. It is placed. There are two sets of plates. One is horizontal plates and vertical plates. So horizontal plates, it is connected to horizontal amplifier, and vertical amplifier, it is connected to vertical deflection plates. So the beam of the simple working I will tell, the beam of electrons is passed from the cathode or heater. So what will happen? You are passing two different voltages. One voltage is connected to ground and the other voltage is connected to the potential which you are going to measure. So depending on the potential that you apply, this electrons will be scattered and it will be focused on the screen. Can you tell me what kind of material the screen will have? Some material will be coated on the screen so that the electrons will be easily viewed, or that image will be easily viewed. So we will see what is vertical amplifier and horizontal amplifier. So what is, for example, you take a signal, what is along horizontal axis and what is along vertical axis? You now tell me. What is along vertical axis? Vertical axis will say y axis, and what is horizontal axis? Say x axis. Now you tell me what will the horizontal amplifier provide to the horizontal deflection plate and what will the vertical amplifier will provide to the vertical plate. You tell me. Any signal will have two parameters. I have marked the two parameters. What is along x axis?
Time, sir.
Time. So the input signal which you are apply has to be splitted into time as well as what is y axis?
Voltage.
What is, see, that is voltage, but in general what you will call? So I am replacing that voltage with current. You will call current, or replacing that with power. You will call power. What is this actually? What you will call?
Amplitude, sir.
Amplitude or magnitude. So x-axis or horizontal axis, the signal, that vertical amplifier signal or the output of the vertical amplifier will be in the form of time. For for x-axis or horizontal axis, for vertical axis or y-axis, it will be like amplitude. How much amount of the voltage or how much voltage the input signal contains. So we'll see each and every block. See, this is the format. You have to explain each and every answer in exam. See, for example, you take in PMMC equipment. PMM equipment will have a circuit. What are all the components? You explain like this. Vertical amplifier, PMMC will have a permanent magnet, POSPER springs, and it will have air damping like that. You explain what are all the components first like this, and each and every component you write 2 or 3 points. Finally, working, if it has any advantage, write that. If it has any application, write that. Any answer you should write like this, point rather than writing theory. So it has a vertical amplifier which will give you the amplitude of the signal. Delay obviously you know, it is to introduce some delay. Purposely or introducing some delay. Trigger circuit, it is to trigger. Time based generator, it is to generate the time. So horizontal, it is time. And amplifier, what is amplifier? Now tell me what is the point. Without the amplifier also the circuit will work, but what is the purpose of this amplifier? If I am not having this amplifier, this circuit will work, but what will be the output? It will not be the required output. So what is the amplifier? Now tell me what is amplifier. Now tell me what is amplifier, ma?
So it amplifies the signal.
It amplifies the input signal. For example, I clearly told this in which topic? I have explained this amplification in one topic. With gain also I have explained. A naught or A gain is equal to V naught by V input. So what is input voltage or what is output voltage? Gain times Vi. For example, you give 2 volt input. If it is amplified, it will be If the gain is 5, the amplitude will be 10. 1 volt signal, if you pass 1 volt signal to the amplifier, and if the amplifier gain is 10, or you have set the gain to the 10, what will be the output? It will be 10 volt. Okay, so we'll see quickly, we'll see what is the each and every components working. So the main function of the amplifier is to amplify the weak signal so that the amplified signal can produce the desired signal. Okay, so it is to amplify delay signal. The signal reaches the vertical deflection plate earlier. So if you apply that before the cathode ray reaches, it will reach. So there is no use. So you are introducing a delay. So delay line circuit. So next one is trigger circuit. So if the electron beam is detected in the x-axis and y-axis, the trigger circuit is given for the synchronization of these two types detection. So hence the horizontal deflection starts. So the horizontal deflection starts at the same point of the input signal. So this is for synchronizing. So you tell me like this. For example, the signal starts at 0 point. If it is not synchronized, it may be starting at some other point. Okay, next one is, see, this trigger circuit is for synchronization of these detections. So you have to detect the horizontal point and vertical point. So both it should be starting at 0. Okay, so if it is not synchronized, it may be starting at some other point, or you will be having a phase shift. Okay, so I am giving this trigger circuit. Next one is time based generator. So time based generator, it generates a sawtooth waveform and it is applied to the deflection plates. The x-axis of the CRO is calibrated and input is displayed with respect to time. So this time based generator is for displaying the x-axis, how much time. For example, if the frequency is 50 Hz, what will be the time? 1 by 50. Next one is horizontal amplifier. The sawtooth waveform is not enough. So you enough amplitude. So you are So you are amplifying it using horizontal amplifier. So now coming to the cathode ray tube. So what will be the components in a cathode ray tube? So cathode ray tube will have an electron gun to emit the cathode rays or what? Beam of electrons. Next one is deflection system. So the cathode ray is a negative potential, or it will have a negative polarity. So it should not be deflected or it should not be diverted again. So you should have a proper deflecting system. Fluorescent screen. That screen is known as fluorescent screen, and glass tube. So entire setup of that cathode or that electron gun should be enclosed in a glass so that electrons can freely flow to and from. So electron gun section, you will see electron gun section of the cathode ray tube provides a sharply focused electron beam directed towards the fluorescent coated screen. This section starts from the thermally heated cathode emitting the electron. So the control grid is negative potential with respect to the cathode. This grid controls the number of electrons in the beam going to the screen. So if this control voltage is less, number of electrons will be less, proportional. Since the electron beam consists of many electrons, the beam tends to diverge. So I was telling, right? One second. So already this is negative, and this tube is also applied to an negative potential. So what will happen? This will divert. So to avoid that diversion, what they are having? Focusing anode. So this focusing anode will have an positive voltage, so that this beam of electron will be focused to the fluorescent screen or screen. So next is to compensate for such repulsion forces, an adjustable electric or electrostatic field is created between two cylindrical anodes. So anode is positive voltage, are called focusing anode. The variable positive voltage on the second anode is used to focus or used to adjust the focus or sharpness of the bright spot beam. Okay, the positive potential is given to the pre-accelerating anodes and accelerating anodes, which results in the required acceleration of electrons. So நம்ம முன்னாடியே பார்த்தோம், sorry, earlier we saw an high voltage supply. So that high voltage supply is what? To focus or produce the required number of electrons. So the high positive potential is for accelerating the electrons. Both focusing and accelerating anodes are cylindrical in shape, having a small opening located at center of each electrode, coaxial with the tube axis. The pre-accelerating and accelerating anodes are connected to common high voltage, which varies between 2 kilovolt to 10 kilovolt. So see the range of voltage, 2000 volt to 10,000 volt. Electron beam is produced by high voltage. The focusing anode is connected to the lower voltage compared to that. Then it comes the deflection system. Deflecting system will have two plates. One is horizontal deflection and vertical deflection. So one pair of such plate is connected to the ground voltage, and other plate is connected to the voltage that is to be measured. So fluorescent screen. So the screen is coated with a material called phosphor, which emits the light when bombarded by the electrons. So for the electrons should be sharply focused, or electrons should be shown properly in the screen, so that you are applying a phosphor material. So the kinetic energy of the electron beam is converted into light energy. So the glass tube. So the entire setup is now placed in an evacuated glass tube. So the allowed or emitted electrons will move freely from one end of the tube to the other end. So for CRO, you have to explain what are all the different components and what is the working of each component. Okay. So CRO, you have to explain each and everything. So what is CRO? CRO is an cathode ray tube type measurement device, which is used to measure the or project the voltage waveform. So there will be two different components. One is circuits and the other one is CRT. So the circuits will have different circuits. One is vertical amplifier, then the other one is horizontal amplifier. Vertical amplifier will be given to the vertical deflection plate. Horizontal amplifier will be given to the horizontal deflection plate, and other components, delay line, time based generator will be there. And the CRT will have an electron gun, focusing system and deflection system. So the emitted electrons has to be focused, and then it should be deflected by the applied voltage. So one plate is applied to the 0 volt. For example, you are applying this to the 0 volt. Another is connected to the input signal. So this is connected to the input signal. Okay. So one more topic is left, or sorry, two more topic is left. One is measurement of three-phase power using 2-watt meter method, and the other one is potential and current transformer. So potential and current transformer, I will say it in a for time being, I will explain what is current transformer concept. Okay, and what is potential or voltage transformer. For example, if it is in 200 volt or 300 volt or up to 1 kilovolt, you can measure using normal multimeter or voltmeter. For example, I want to measure 66 kilovolt. Whether it is possible to measure that voltage? Whether it is possible to measure that voltage using voltmeter or ammeter, 66 kilovolt. It is not possible, or that equipment will damage. So what you can do is, you can have an potential transformer which will step down the 66 kilovolt to some standard voltage, say 200 or 300 volt. So this 200 volt will be proportional to this 66. For example, it is 200 volt, 66 kilovolt. If it is 100 volt, it will be 33 kilovolt. If it is 50 volt, it will be 17 point or 16.5 kilovolt. Like that, you can calibrate and measure the voltage. Similarly, for example, 5 amperes or 10 amperes you can measure. For example, 5 kilo amperes I want to measure. You can't measure it directly. So I am applying that to the primary winding, and I am measuring the proportional winding, or sorry, I am measuring the proportional current using a normal ammeter. So normal equipment you can measure 5 kiloamperes current, but using a current transformer or voltage transformer. Okay, so I will explain this concept later. So if it is current transformer, it will be connected in series. If it is an voltage transformer, it will be connected in parallel. That circuit will be connected in parallel. You can see that primary winding is connected in series. Is it fine? So like this, it is connected. Load. If it is a potential transformer, it will be connected in parallel to the voltage, like this. So with this, I will stop here because I have another 3 more classes. So today I have planned an half an hour revision class for unit. We'll have it for unit 1. So if you have any doubt, you can ask. Few students are asking doubt. Today also one of the student was asking, sir, how to solve this problem. So today half an hour we'll use for first unit. Okay. So I'll stop sharing the screen. So start. I will stop the recording also. So what